In Module 5, Lesson 17, we're going to move from the nets to calculating surface area. We'll start by writing a numerical expression for the area of each of the figures below. First of all, we have a triangle. And this triangle would be 1/2, because our formula for triangles is area equals 1/2 times base times height. The base of this triangle is a total of 14 centimeters. And its height, as you recall, the height has to be perpendicular to the base. Its height is 12. And so the area of this triangle is 84 square centimeters. We'll write the equation for the area of a triangle. Area equals 1/2 base times height. Next, we have a rectangle. And this rectangle would be base times height, or 28 times 18, which is 504 square feet. And our formula for area of a rectangle would be base times height. In example 1, we have a very basic rectangular prism net that is printed on graph paper, and we're going to calculate the surface area of the figure. So the first thing we would do is take that and find its dimensions. And you can see them printed out. Honestly, at this point, since surface area is new, you would want to label all of the sides that you possibly can so that you are not confused about the surface area as you find it. Once you have those dimensions marked, you would then want to find the area of each of the rectangles that are marked off. For example, this rectangle up here is 2 by 1, 2 times 1, so it is 2 square centimeters. This square in the middle is 2 by 2, which is 4 square centimeters, and so on. Showing this figure once you're finished. Then finally you would add all of these areas together. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, which is 8, plus 4 more, which is 12, plus 4 more, which is 16 square centimeters. So surface area is the sum of the areas of all of this surface of a 3D figure. In example 2, we'll do the same thing for a square pyramid. And the square part of that pyramid is easy to find, 3 by 3. The triangular base, hopefully, is fairly easy for you to see that it is 3. And then its height, remember, has to be perpendicular to the base. And the height is 2. From there, then we find, using the formulas, we find the areas of each of those faces, which will give us a final surface area of 21 square feet. In the exercises, we're going to name the solid the net would create, and then write an expression for the surface area, and use the expression to determine the surface area. So our square pyramid, and that's the most specific name for it, has a surface area of 4 by 4, that's our base. And then there are 4 triangles. So triangles 1/2 times 4, which is our base, times 3, which is our height. Base and height, remember, which is perpendicular to the base. For a total surface area of 40 square centimeters. Next we have a rectangular prism, and its surface area is 2 5 by 5 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there are 2 of those pieces. And then there are 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 rectangles that are 5 by 2. And we do the math and find that the surface area is 90 square centimeters. It has 2 square faces, and those would be the bases. The 2 shapes that are different from the rest would be considered the base of the shape. And then the other rectangles are simply the sides. Our third figure is a pyramid, and we know that because pyramids have lateral sides that are always triangles. So when you see the net of a pyramid, it always has this shape in the middle with triangles radiating out from it. Its base is a rectangle. So to find the surface area, first of all, we find the area of the rectangle, which is 4 by 3. And then we have 2 different size triangles because, remember, this is a rectangle on the base, and the sides have different measurements. So the triangles will also have different size bases. 2 of our triangles are 4 by 4. And our formula for triangle, remember, is 1/2 times base times height. So 2 of them are 4 by 4, and 2 of them are 3 by 4. And when we do the calculations, we find that the surface area is 40 square centimeters. And then finally, we have another rectangular prism. And we know that because of the different rectangles making it up. The bases are these 2 large rectangles because the bases will always be the 2 figures that are different than the others. And these larger rectangles are 6 by 5, and there are 2 of them. And then we have 2 rectangles that are along the longer side, and they are 6 by 1, and 2 rectangles that are on the slightly shorter side, which are 5 by 1, for a total surface area of 82 square centimeters.